they got people like George Clooney not really helping their cause. George Clooney going on CNN and making a you-know-what of himself all over again. Of course, the anchor that he's talking to is certainly making a you-know-what of himself as well. Jake Tapper interviewing George Clooney. I mean, could it get any more cringe? Really? I mean, these are the guys that took him down. These are the guys that took Biden down. I was saying it at the time. Jake Tapper was a mouthpiece, kid you not, for whatever David Axelrod and others wanted him to do. There was a movement within the Obama camp. And so they had their guy on CNN and they had their Hollywood actor that they could get to write this op-ed to just tear Biden down. And Clooney's like, oh, it was my patriotic duty. I had to do it. Here, just watch him briefly.
You yourself did something that a lot of people would call brave when you wrote your op-ed.
Well, I don't know if it was brave. It was a civic duty because I found that people on my side of the street, I'm a Democrat. I was a Democrat in Kentucky, so I get it. When I saw people on my side of the street not telling the truth, I thought that was time to...
Are people still mad at you for that?
Some people, sure. It's okay. Listen.
Can I stop for a second? What the heck is a Democrat from Kentucky? Is that his way of saying, don't forget. Don't forget. I mean, it was the Republicans, right, who freed the slaves. I'm just saying that was Lincoln's party. So when you say you're a Democrat from Kentucky, I don't know what the heck you're trying to communicate with that one, buddy. Whew.
Some people, sure. It's okay. Listen, the idea of freedom of speech, the specific idea of it is, you can't demand freedom of speech and then say, but don't say bad things about me.
Right.
That's the deal. You have to take a stand if you believe in it. Take a stand for it, and then deal with the consequences. That's the rules. And so when people criticize me, they criticize me because of my stance against the war 20 years ago, and so people picketed my movies and they put me on a deck of cards, and I have to take that. That's fair. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with criticism for my, for where I stand. I defend their right to criticize me as much as I defend my right to criticize them.
Yeah, whatever. You so don't. We know you don't. Please, nor does CNN. Remember when Jake Tapper was like, how dare you to Lara Trump? Because Lara Trump was, in Jake's eyes, suggesting that Biden had a stutter and therefore was making fun of people with stutters. And she's like, no. I've just seen that people decline at points in their life. And this strikes me as somebody who's declining. And he's like, how dare you? How dare you? I mean, these people are so phony. And they're going to shove this nonsense down your throat again. I'll tell you, they lost anyway. They were trying to save the day. They thought that Joe Biden was going to lose. They thought, okay, if we get rid of him and we bring in Kamala, oh yeah, that'll work. That'll really work. I mean, I actually think that Joe Biden would have done better because you really annoyed people in the Democrat Party by subbing them out like that. That was part of the problem, right? Part of the big problem. Quick reminder that I'm so happy to have partnered this year with Herzog Foundation. If you're interested in a Christian education, I highly recommend you check these guys out, because you look at the Clooneys of the world and you look at all these nut jobs out there out in Maine, for goodness sakes. If I lived in Maine, I think I'd really want to go to herzogfoundation.com right now, because it is a foundation. It doesn't cost you anything. Go and look at it. They have so many ideas on how you can educate your children. If you have children, if you have grandchildren, if you have nieces and nephews, go look at that, because it's all about a Christian education. And these days, with everything that's happening, boy, do we need it. I'll say Donald Trump's doing a lot, though. He's doing a lot. Things are progressing. We're moving in the right way. All of it is good news, but it's going to take time. So if you're interested in an education for your children that really puts an emphasis on values, Christian values, I encourage you guys to go check this out. Again, I'm so proud of the partnership. I really am. It's a wonderful thing that I'm excited to be involved in and excited to share.